YouTube channel MeInternally. My name is Naomi, and on this channel we learn about natural hair the natural way. So in this video I'm going to be breaking down my 6-month protective hairstyle challenge. And so in a previous video, or in a couple of videos, in a little series, I showed you all how my length check before the protective style challenge, how I have my braiding pattern set up so my roots are braided and then towards the ends they're mini twisted, and I have it explained why in that video. And then I discussed the purpose of the 6-month protective hair challenge and what I'll be doing. Now I'm going to be talking about it more in depth and really breaking it down, the daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, halfway mark, all the way up to the 6-month challenge, or the end of the 6-month challenge, just in case anyone who's watching would like to join the challenge with me, so you know what I'm doing every step of the way. And just a disclaimer, I made the daily and the weekly routine and one or two of the other ones that I do mention in the video, those are ones I'm strictly following, and one or two I might switch up along the way, or I might skip a step or two. But so for the most part, this is the true guidelines, and of course you could switch it up any way you would like, and it's okay if you don't do some of the steps I do exactly or have the exact same products that I have. But for the most part, this is just the step-by-step of what I'll be following. So the first part is to moisturize daily, weekly, and even monthly with your, so I'm using an aloe vera juice mix. If you guys want more, I can make a video on this. I'm sorry, my puppy's making noise in the background. So I have my aloe vera juice mix that I spray in my hair every day, and then I also will oil my scalp daily. So I have my, I always say this wrong, my Ayurvedic oil mix that I apply to my scalp. It's my herbal growth oil that I've been using since I shaved my natural hair, and I believe has attributed to my hair growth. So I use that in my hair daily, weekly, and I'll be doing it monthly all throughout the 6-month challenge. So make sure you're moisturizing your hair daily. That's the first part. Also daily, in terms of what I'll be intaking, my iron and fish oil I'll be taking daily because I am anemic, and I just want to make sure that I'm providing my body with the proper nutrients on the inside, because as much as you could apply all these wonderful herbs on your hair, different types of treatments, it's really what you're putting into your body that really matters. And I'm also making sure that I continue to intake at least my regular routine of spinach a day. So whether that's spinach in the morning with my egg salad, or spinach on the side, I'm just making sure I'm taking in spinach because that's a great source of iron. Next is my protective style. So whatever protective style you have, just make sure that you're upkeeping. So this is the main one I've been using, just the wig. I've been making sure to put my cloth, or it's a satin cloth, on the both sides of my edges, a little tiny piece of it, and in case some of you are wondering, so I just have a piece of this cut out and I have it underneath by where my edges are, so that way my hair isn't thinning or my edges aren't breaking up and they stay nice and moisturized. And also make sure to take a break. So on the weekends I try not to wear a wig. I'm only wearing a wig now because I'm making a video and I just felt like coming on to, you know, just wear a wig. You know, just no particular reason. But when I went outside earlier to walk my dog, I did have my hair on. I just had my protective style on, even though I was doing a hot oil treatment underneath my wig. I just make sure to give my hair a break from the wigs on the weekend. So if I'm not going out, I try to make sure that my hair is given a break. And if I do go out, I definitely want to try and see if I can incorporate scarves. So I really want to not rely on wigs this entire journey. I would like to wear my hair out in this style. I think that's also a great way of just growing out your natural hair, just using your natural hair and not relying on added hair, just to work on the embracing your hair part, because that is one of the guidelines to the 6-month protective hairstyle journey, which is words of affirmation towards your hair, making sure you're appreciating your hair and just loving it every step of the way, setback or not. Next I would say is to bi-weekly refresh areas improvements. So I have a whole video on it, and particularly with my edges, I noticed there was some thinning there. So because of that, I will be washing my edges and my hairline every 2 weeks until I notice some improvement, and that's just to make sure my hair isn't being neglected, and I'm really trying to nourish it back to health. So I know you must be saying, okay, well, why aren't you doing it for the rest of your hair? I know how the rest of my hair is, and it can withstand not being washed for an X amount of time. The crown of my hair, I think it would appreciate some washing just to make sure my scalp is clean, but I know this crown of my hair takes a little bit longer to wash, but I will have a whole nother routine or regimen in the summer, and we'll definitely try things a little bit differently if this challenge goes a different way. But for right now, I just want to focus on just thickening back up my hair. So yes, length would be great, but I want to make sure my thickness and the natural density of how my hair is returned back to normal. So I'm really just going to be refreshing the areas of improvement only. So, and I'm saying this part, so if you decide to wash your hair bi-weekly as your hair is in the style, so whether you decide to wash it in twist and then you just moisturize and then you're completed, or wash it in twist and then redo some of the styles, that's totally up to you. I personally don't want to do that because I have too many twists in my hair, and that's just going to take a whole long time, and I just feel as though the purpose of me going on this challenge is to not touch my hair at all, and so not touch as in not over manipulate, but not neglect, and that's why I'm continuing to moisturize my hair. So with the bi-weekly refresh, I'm just going to be refreshing those areas of improvement, so my hairline and my edges, just making sure it's doing well. So how I'll be doing this is I'll either alternate between my apple cider vinegar mix, that's a natural cleanser, or I'll be using my African black soap shampoo, which is on the milder side. And then I'm working on a conditioner still, so I'll just be using that DIY mix in the meanwhile. And then follow up with just sealing my hair and moisturizing it. After this, I'll be doing a monthly hot oil treatment. So hot oil treatments are good to revitalize your hair. So if it's really dry, if it's frizzy, if it's breaking, whatever the case might be, hot oil treatments does the trick. So after you freshly washed your hair, or even if you just sprayed your hair with water, you're opening up the cuticles, and the hot oil or the oil seals it back in, seals the moisture in. So I'll be doing this once a month, and again, you can decide to wash it if you want to. I did one not too long ago, I did it today, and I will not be washing it out. And I didn't put too much oil, so my pores are not going to be clogged, my scalp is not going to be clogged up or have too much buildup. And again, I will be monitoring my scalp along the way, and maybe I could do scalp updates for you all. So if I do so happen to notice it is getting like that, I will just spray my apple cider vinegar mix onto my cotton swab, and I'll just lightly rub it along my scalp to cleanse it and remove any buildup. But I won't be washing my hair because I know your hair is growing from the root or the scalp, so your scalp needs to be healthy. Your hair shouldn't be dirty either, because you don't want to apply too much buildup because it's just sitting on your hair. But I've went through a period of me just not washing my hair for I think about 2 months, even to 4, and my hair was in pretty good condition. So the only reason I feel as though I didn't receive as much growth during that time is because I didn't or as much growth as I would have received is because I neglected my hair in terms of I didn't always oil my hair, I didn't always moisturize. I would just put on the wig cap and go about my day. So hot oil treatments once a month, and I'll be doing it with mostly olive oil, and then I can alternate with adding some broccoli seed oil because that is adding some natural sheen to your hair. I'll also be sure to I forgot to mention this for daily, to always protect your hair at night. So another thing is, with this protective style, even though I'm having a wig on, it is important that whatever style you have on, particularly or mainly if you're wearing a wig, is you have your actual hair out or not under the wig longer than you are wearing the wig. So I wear this wig for every day for school because I'm a teacher, and this is from about 6 in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so that X amount of time. And the rest of the day, as soon as I come home, I take off the wig. So the rest of the day, from like 4 I get home to all the way to the wee hours of the night in the morning, I don't have on the wig. So my hair is mainly being out as opposed to with the wig, so I'm giving my hair that extra time to breathe. But at night, that's the long hours of you just tossing and turning in this kind of dormant stage. You want to make sure that you are protecting your hair at night, so that way your hair is not drying out on any type of material that you might have. So use a satin scarf or a pillowcase so that way your hair is not drying out. Next, I would say monthly. I will also, so even though weekly, bi-weekly, I'm looking at the crown of my hair, monthly, I have worn my hair in twists for protective style before, and I noticed around the month mark, that is when my hair starts to tangle. So I will be looking around that part just to make sure, okay, my hair isn't tangling too much. If I do notice it, again, this purpose of this challenge is not to redo your hair. You don't want to over manipulate it. However, you are protecting your hair as it's being protected. It makes no sense that you just decide to neglect your hair and think, oh, well, I don't want to touch my hair because I'm waiting for 6 months. No, if you notice your hair is tangling too much or it seems to be matting up, you can lightly refresh it. But if you're refreshing it for just that 1 month because you notice, okay, during that 1 month mark my hair does seem to tangle, you do not need to touch it again the next week. You just refreshed it. Wait until the following month, or if you notice it's every 2 months that happens, you do it with every 2 months. Which also goes into the monthly, so around the 8 weeks marks, which is about 4 weeks to 8 weeks, you can do that monthly refresh. Around the 8 weeks marks, this 2 months into your protective style, if you want to change a style, you can go ahead and do so. I know some people might be doing braids. That's a very favorite protective style. You can change the braids or change the style just to give your hair some breathing. So once you take out those braids, maybe not go into a tight protective style, but maybe you could do a low bun, or you can just do mini braids on your hair. For me, I'll be changing the wig just so it's not too much tension, but this wig is just amazing. I bought this on Amazon. My cousin recommended it. I could leave the link in the description box. This is such a great wig. It does not pull on my hair at all. In fact, I used to wear my hair pulled back like this, and it would do it more so like a headband look, but now it's just even perfect like this. It looks even more like my hair, and it's such a great protective style. I do have a straight wig I'm still trying to break into because it does feel a little tight, and again, thinking back into tight styles, you don't want to put too much tension. So I might either get a new wig, one that's bigger for my head, or I'm going to try and incorporate scarves. So I really would like to do that so that way my hair is breathing and there's not so much tension there. And the 3 month mark, I'll be doing my apple cider vinegar rinse with a cotton swab. I might do a full retwist on that time just to make sure everything is good. I'm not going to check for length at this part, but this is only if my hair seems to be really matting up or tangling. Because when you do take out your twist or whatever protective style you have at the 6 month mark, you are going to experience a lot of shedding. You are going to take some time to redo the style or take it down. So you want to make sure that your hair is going to withstand that period. So I would say, because this is the longest I've ever gone without touching my hair, and it is a 6 month protective style, the longest my hair is ever being protected, you do want to monitor. So it's almost as if you're changing your diet. If you eat everything, you're a meat eater, and then you decide one day, okay, I'm going to be a vegetarian. You're not going to just stop eating it one day and just go right in. You could, but there might be some adverse effects. You might just want to wean your way into it and start off maybe one day not eating meat, then work your way weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and so on. And I'm debating if I want to wash my whole hair again, wash and twist, redo it. I'm not sure yet. This one I'm kind of leaving up to you all, but I'll definitely update you all as I get closer to the 3 month mark. So that would be November, December, around the January mark. I probably am not going to end up retwisting. I probably just want to cleanse my scalp. It's probably my main goal right now. And that's mainly because I keep saying this, and a lot of people say this as well. Your hair grows from your scalp, so your scalp needs to be healthy, needs to be clean in order to thrive. So if you have any bacteria build up, if there's any clogs, you're not going to see any growth. The hair is just going to seem the same length because your scalp is dirty. However, I do think to a certain degree your hair can grow with a dirty scalp. So I think it just really just depends on learning your hair and knowing what your hair wants to do. So we might try and experiment with just doing an apple cider vinegar rinse and not washing out my hair. And then when the summertime comes around, I'll tell you about my summertime challenge that I'm already thinking long term about. And the last one, last but not least, along with words of affirmation, so just continuing to motivate yourself during the journey. Don't give up. I know it's probably gonna get, I'm only 2 weeks in. I know by the longest I've ever gone with twists was 2 months. I never went past it, so I know I'm going to start getting antsy and thinking, oh my gosh, I want to take out the style, I want to see my hair again. Just remember the outcome and just maybe look at YouTube videos of people that have done it before. I'll put a link in the description of some of my favorite videos I've seen, and just really motivate and really just use it as motivation to continue. You're seeking length, you're seeking retention, you're seeking return to density, you're seeking learning about your hair, challenging your hair, so try to push through. And lastly, after the 3-month mark, it's just going back to the basics, returning to the daily moisturizing, the weekly moisturizing, the hot oil treatment, all the way down to the 6-month mark. And that is the regimen that I'll be using for my 6-month hair growth challenge. If you have any suggestions, if you've done 6 months before, if you tried, if you have any questions about why I have those steps in place, or whatever the case might be, you can leave it all down below. And I hope this was helpful. And if you choose to join the 6-month challenge, I encourage you. I'm so excited. I hope that you find these tips helpful and that you enjoy it, and it's low maintenance, or it's easy for you. I must add, I do moisturize and seal my hair every morning. So before I go to work, I do this because it's just easier. I know when I come home, especially after a long day of teaching, I'm tired. I actually don't want to do my hair. I know a lot of people think that I spend all my time doing my hair. I really don't. This is like, whenever I do, I just put so much effort into it, so it makes it seem like I do this, but I really don't. And that's why it's important that whenever you do touch your hair and you do put it back up for X amount of time, you're really going in and you're really giving your hair that extra TLC, because that's why I'm able to leave it alone for so long. So I literally just moisturize and seal my hair in the morning before work, and it's important that I do so before I put on the wig, so my hair is not dried out under the wig. And then when I come home, that's it for the day. My hair is already moisturized. When I take off the wig, it still feels moisturized. I know this because the other day I did have to redo one braid because I noticed the not tension in the back of my hair, but just tangles, because the back of my hair is looser than everywhere else. So I just decided, okay, you know what, let me redo it, and it was so moisturized. So again, that's all I do. So I'm just returning back to the moisturizing daily, weekly, and wearing my satin scarf at night. So again, I hope this video was helpful, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.